Hello everybody, and yes, welcome to another video of your host Pottyboy. And today for this video we're going to be taking a look at the OutRun soundtrack vinyl from Data Discs. Well, here we are guys, this is it. The glorious OutRun soundtrack in all its full complete glory on gorgeous vinyl record. Made by Data Discs. For those of you who've never heard of Data Discs before, it's a record company set up last year in London, and they specialise in doing video game soundtracks on vinyl. So yeah, so that is pretty cool. This is actually the first one I've bought from them. This is their sixth record. They've since done they've since released a seventh one. But yeah, I bought this because it was my birthday recently. I had some birthday money to spend. I've been getting into vinyl records lately as well, because we fixed our vinyl record player a few months ago. And despite the fact obviously I've got loads of my parents' records to listen to and things and stuff, I thought I really fancied getting my own very first brand new record. Yeah, this is actually the very first brand new record I've ever bought. I've got a couple of like second hand, like now that's what I call music records. But this is the first like brand new one I've bought. So this is my first new vinyl. Glorious. Yeah, this is of course the soundtrack album to OutRun. One of my favourite arcade games of all time, and the soundtrack to this is freaking unbelievable. It really is gorgeous, and to have it on vinyl as well, it's just a thing. It's just a dream come true, pretty much. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is from Data Discs, number 6. Okay, so first off, let's look at the artwork cover. Yeah, very nice pastel colours. I like the colour scheme on this, actually, very nice. Very nice. You might notice actually that this front part of the cover is obviously not like, there's actually a bit of a cut through, and there's a reason why that's a cut through. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so let's look at the side here. It says the original soundtrack to the classic Sega arcade game, sourced from the 1986 arcade machine and fully remastered. 180 gram vinyl in custom die cut sleeve, and an officially licensed Sega product. Yep, these are all officially licensed by Sega. These are discs by Data Discs. They currently only do Sega games at the moment, so I think obviously they might be talking about different companies as well. But yeah, so like I said, this is the 6th record. They've done a 7th one. So let's look on the side. Yeah, side's just got your small text. It says out on there. It's not going to focus, is it? Okay. Data 006, and then there's your data record on the bottom there. So yeah, nothing around the sides obviously. So yeah, there we go. Let's look on the back. Okay, yeah. So you got the familiar hands there that you get on the music selection screen. And here's the track listing. Sorry for the rather skewed angle. Okay, it says OutRun. Music by Hiroshi Hiro Kawaguchi, Masayoshi Ishii, Manabu Namiki, and Jane Evelyn Nesperos. Well, sorry if I pronounce your names wrong. I'm terrible at pronouncing Japanese names. Japanese names, should I say? Really am terrible at them. So side A, you probably can't see it too well, but side A is all the music from the arcade game. You got by Hiroshi Kawaguchi. So you got Magical Sound Shower, Passing Breeze, Splash Wave, and you got Last Wave, which was the track that played on the not the title screen, the high score screen on the arcade game. And then side B is the extra tracks they added to the Mega Drive and Nintendo 3DS version. So there's 3 tracks on side B here. Step on Beats, which is the one they added to the Mega Drive. But then you got the 2 Nintendo 3DS tracks here as well, Cruising 9 and Camino a Mi Arma. It's a bit of a mouthful. Try saying that really quick. Camino a Mi Arma. Yeah, try saying that very, very quick. I'll tell you. So yeah, so it's pretty much got the full soundtrack really on here. So really impressed with that. And on the bottom here it says Data Disc 006 from music from the 1986 arcade game and 1991 Mega Drive game. Yeah, notice the problem. They forgot to add the 3DS version on there as well. Music composed by Hiroshi Kawaguchi, Masayoshi Ishii, Manabu Namiki, and Jane Evelyn Nisperos. Audio sourced from the original arcade machine, deluxe model, and a Japanese Model 1 Mega Drive with VA1 motherboard and stereo output mod. Arcade soundboard captured in 24-bit 48 kHz by Shigeharu Isoda. All other audio captured in 24-bit 96 kHz by Sean Crook. All tracks mastered for vinyl by Sean Crook, November 2015 to February 2016. Copyright Sega, produced under license from Sega. So there we go. And of course you've got the strip here, which I have to turn on the sides to get it in view. It says also available, Data 1, Streets of Rage, Data 2 is Shenmue, Data 3 is Shinobi 3, Data 4 is Super Hang-On, which for some reason the last time I looked they didn't have that on their site. And then you got Streets of Rage 2. They have released number 7, which is Golden Axe 1 and 2. So, but the one record I'm really waiting for now after this one is Sonic the Hedgehog. Please, guys, get that done. I'd love to get one based on Sonic the Hedgehog. That'd be great. So anyway, so that's the front cover. So yeah, really nice. So let's open it up, and you'll see why this is a cutout. So yeah, take it out. If you take out absolutely everything, all the art sleeves and stuff, that's what you're left with. But you've also got these art cards as well, with interchangeable backdrops. So there's one there, there's another one here, and there's another one on this side. Sort of a nice blue bit. So if you decide that you're fed up with, so you decide I don't want the palm trees in there, I want a nice sunset-y looking one. There you go. Change that. Get it in the hot first. There we go. Your background's changed. There you go. But I always prefer the one with the palm trees, which is the default one. And on the back of this one, there is a foreword by Hiro himself. Basically, this is what it says. I'm happy to know the OutRun soundtrack is being released on vinyl record. OutRun was initially released when we were transitioning from records to CDs, so both records and CDs were released together. But I'm truly honoured to know that, 30 years later, we are releasing the record again. OutRun includes 3 tracks used as main background music. They sound like they were broadcast through imaginary radio stations. They feature different styles of music. Passing Breeze is a jazz fusion style, Splash Rave is rock music, and the Latin style of magical sound shower. OutRun is a game that was intended to give you the joy of driving a car rather than driving in a harsh car race. Therefore, background music was also designed to give you an easy feeling. When you arrive at the goal, you can listen to the whole piece of music. Back then, we did not have DAW or other highly advanced equipment, so the composing process required much more time and effort. We used the Yamaha PSR 70 keyboard to compose the tracks and wrote down the notes. These notes were then manually entered into the machine to convert them for data assembly. To convert them for data assembly. This data was sent to an emulator to finally play the music. Those tracks, born out of such tremendous efforts, are now once again on vinyl record 30 years later. It is such an honour as a creator. I do hope that people will enjoy the tracks 100 years from now too. Hero, November 2015. There we go. So anyway, so that's the 2 art cards. Yeah, very nice. Not bad quality prints actually. I'm guessing they're just ripped from the arcade graphics. They do look a little bit low res, but the card feels really good quality. So can't complain about that. And this is the record. Right, now they did do 3. Now they have released 3 different records of this. There's a standard black one. There's also a limited edition, not multicoloured one, which was only available for a limited print one. I unfortunately don't have that one, but apparently for that one the sound quality wasn't all that good. So apparently the limited edition ones, they do tend to suffer a bit apparently. But this is the one I went for, the solid colour. Yeah, nice green, minty, sort of pepperminty sort of colour in it. So yeah, that's it. That is the vinyl record. On the middle it just says OutRun Side A, music by Hero, and data discs, copyright Sega as well underneath there. So yeah, I think my one criticism with this vinyl is that I think the front label is a bit plain. Normally, a lot of vinyl records, they usually have the track listing on here as well and things. And also, rather surprisingly, it doesn't tell you what speed to play the record at. But I can tell you, because obviously I have played this record about a couple of times now. It plays at 33 1/3 RPM. So there we go. So I use that for future reference. And then of course side B, once again, set the same set that it says side B. So yeah, that is the record. So yeah, so really cool. Like I said, you can get a standard. You can also get a standard black one, and of course there was a limited edition one which was only available for a limited amount of time. So anyway, that was the OutRun soundtrack. So yep. So anyway, so there we go. Well, perhaps maybe you'd like to, perhaps maybe you'd like to have a little sample of it. I'll just put this away first. So okay, there we go. Right, well, okay, so that was how the record looks. How does it play? What's the sound quality like? Well, tell you what, let's have a little listen to give you an idea. So there you have it. That is the sound quality that you'll get from this record. Obviously the record will sound slightly better because obviously it's uncompressed, but that just gives you, an idea of, it should give you a very basic idea of what to expect. So yeah, so very good quality record. I really like this. Really chuffed with this to bits. If you want one, I will put a link down to the to Datadisc's website below. And like I said, they do other ones as well. They do Streets of Rage, Shenmue, Shinobi 3. Super Hang On when it's available, Streets of Rage 2, and of course they do Golden Axe 1 and 2, and of course there's more on the way as well. But yeah, so yeah, very pleased with this record. I might get some of their other ones, who knows. My access to the record player is a bit limited, unfortunately, but nevertheless I really did enjoy listening to this, and I think I made a worthwhile purchase. So anyway, before I go, I'd like to actually stress that this isn't the first time that OutRun music has actually been released on musical media. You may remember, some of you may remember, obviously, US Gold's rather really rubbishy conversions at the time, back in the late 80s when they ported it over to like Spectrum, Amstrad and C64 and stuff. You may remember that they actually included a music tape with the original releases of their version of the game. Here we have the Commodore 64 version disc. Unfortunately, this disc no longer works. Bit of a shame, really, because I actually quite like this version. It was actually the first version of that one I ever played. But yeah, so obviously it's when you're getting your program on your disc or your tape, whatever version you bought. You also had the music cassettes with the music from the arcade game. Unlike this one, however, this one is just got one music track. It's about 6 minutes long. And it's just basically a mashed up, heavily butchered medley of Passing Breeze, Magical Sound Shower and Splash Wave, in that order if I remember correctly. So also mashed up together, very badly sort of put together, and obviously they had a wave effect in the background. It's quite cool at the time though, and it's quite good fun. Probably the only reason really why it's worth buying the old US Gold versions of this game, really. The music cassette, it's quite handy, but then of course you got this one which translates it in every way possible. One, it's on a vinyl. Secondly, it's the complete soundtrack, completely uncut, and lastly you got the fantastic cover as well. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Really, fantastic job, guys at Datadiscs. You did a really good job. I suppose obviously the only minor complaints I have of it was obviously it'd be nice to told you what speed to play it at. But one other thing as well is I'd like to, it might be something that Datadisc should consider doing in the future as well, but to give users a digital copy of the soundtrack when they buy the vinyls, because obviously I'm not going to. So obviously this is a great album, but I'm not always going to be near my record player. unfortunately. So and so it'd be nice to have a version that I can, that I can listen to on the phone and stuff without having to go through the process of trying to manually digitise it all. It'd be nice if they gave us like a digital copy. It doesn't have to be MP3. It could be uncompressed FLAC audio. To get the best sound quality out of it. So that'll just be a nice little thing to do. But yeah, so apart from, so very very minor gripes. But apart from that, this is great. If you're interested in collecting records and you love video game music, these guys are well worth checking out. So yeah, so there you have it. That is my review of the OutRun vinyl. So hope to see you all again soon, guys. And in the meantime, goodbye for now.